Okay, so one of this piece MQ-9 drone cost 33 million, whopping 33 million. This is a huge blow for the United States military. So what happened? Now this is coming from Associated Press, this report. So you can, trust this report, because normally when we quote some of the sources, you guys have a big problem with that. But this is coming from multiple sources. So Houthi rebels, according to AP, they call them rebels, claimed Tuesday that they shot down another American MQ-9 Reaper drone, even as the US kept up its campaign of intense airstrikes targeting the group. This is where things gets very frustrating for United States military, because they are pounding Yemen, they're killing a lot of them, but these groups, they're not giving up. The reported shoot-down over Yemen's contested Marib governorate came as airstrikes hit around Sana'a, the country's rebel-held capital, and Sadda, a stronghold for the Houthis. Again, I'm quoting from AP. Donald Trump issued a new warning, you may not know, to both the Houthis and their main benefactor, Iran. And Yahya Sari, he said the drone was engaged in a hostile mission in the area. Now, the interesting thing also here is this. They claim, US military, they have been able to destroy part of the Houthi leadership echelon. But looks like that is not the case. In reality, they're coming out every single day. For example, Yahya Sari, with new statements, giving updates. Houthis and their main benefactor, Iran. So describing the group as having been decimated. Okay, so again, take a look at the rhetoric from Donald Trump. The group being decimated, quote unquote, by the campaign of strikes that began March 15. So we don't see that kind of effect, decimated, quote unquote, when we take a look at these pictures coming from Yemen. Because they're, very active, they're fighting. Quote, many of their fighters and leaders are no longer with us. This is what Trump said. Trump wrote on his social media website, Truth Social. I do not know where Trump is getting all of this information, but we see Yahya Sari almost every day. We hit them every day, quote unquote, and night, harder and harder. Their capabilities, their threatened shipping, and the region are rapidly being destroyed. Our attacks will continue until they are no longer a threat to freedom of navigation. Now, not only this, Donald Trump added, the choice for the Houthis is clear. Stop shooting at US ships and we will stop shooting at you. Really? So now you have a condition. Now you are changing your tone, because in the beginning, Donald Trump, he said, we will annihilate Houthis, regardless of what. We are going to get rid of them. And Marco Rubio also said the same thing, that this time Houthis will be destroyed. But now Donald Trump is saying, no, they have a choice. You stop shooting at US ships, because USS Harry S. Truman, we know, being damaged severely, and we will stop shooting at you. So Donald Trump, why you're changing your tone right now? Houthis claim they downed another US drone. So rebels claim to have felled a drone in Marib governorate, home to oil and gas fields, still under the control of allies to Yemen's exiled central government. Footage released on social media showed flames in the night, with a Yemeni man claiming a drone had been shot down. Brigadier General Yahya Sari, a Houthi military spokesman, separately claimed downing the MQ-9 drone in a pre-recorded video message. What is also noteworthy here is this. The MQ-9 drone that cost, again, whopping $33 million US, one of them, just one piece of them, was downed not by a missile from China or Russia or from Turkey or from Iran, but Yahya Sari claimed this missile that took down this $33 million drone was actually made locally. This is the level of success they have in terms of this war fighting against the United States. And we know that US is conducting this military operation on a regular basis. Sari described the rebels targeting the drone, quote, with a suitable locally manufactured missile, end quote. The Houthis have surface-to-air missiles, such as the Iranian missile known as the 358, capable of downing aircraft. Iran denies arming rebels through Tehran-manufactured weaponry has been found, though Tehran-manufactured weaponry has been found on the battlefield and in sea shipments heading to Yemen for the Shiite Houthi rebels, despite a United Nations arms embargo. Okay, so the U.S. military acknowledged to the Associated Press (AP) being aware of reports of the downing of a Reaper, but declined to comment further. And this is what we have seen from CENTCOM over and over again, that they will not say anything. They will not give us details like the Houthis would, Yahya Sari would. They will even make mention of what exactly went on, the name, how many crews there were, if they are downing an aircraft. They will tell you every single detail of it. But CENTCOM is not like them. So General Atomics Reapers, which cost around 30 million a piece, according to AP, but if you go and Google, it costs 33 million, can fly an altitude of 40,000 feet or 12,100 meters and remain in the air for over 30 hours. The aircraft have been flown by both US military and CIA for years over Afghanistan, Iraq, and now in Yemen. The Houthis claim they have shot down 20 MQ-9 of this Reaper drone, 20 of them so far since this campaign started against them, or they started this campaign against those vessels, with 16 down during the rebels' campaign over the Israel-Hamas war. So that will be since 2023, October 7th. They have downed 16 of them so far. If you multiply 30, let's say 30 million each, 16 times 30, you do the math. This loss is huge. It is costing US taxpayers a lot of money. But for what? To protect not United States, but to protect Israel. So you can see the insanity here. The US military has not acknowledged the total number of drones it had lost there. Of course, they're not going to say anything. AP review has found that the new American operation against Houthis under Trump appears more extensive than those under Joe Biden, as the US moves from solely targeting these launch sites to firing at ranking personnel, as well as dropping bombs in cities. So how much it is costing now the US tax dollars? A lot more. And as they expand this campaign, they spend even more and more and more. This is a big loss, a big loss for the United States. They are in it for really no reason. Houthis, Yemenis, they were not targeting, they were not attacking United States or its interest. But they chose to attack Yemen and these Houthis to protect a foreign entity, a foreign country, i.e. Israel. Subscribe for more updates.